Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. The verse was part of a letter from the prophet Jeremiah to the Jewish exiles in Babylon, who had been taken from their homeland and were living in a foreign land under harsh circumstances. These people were discouraged, afraid, and uncertain about their future. God, through Jeremiah, assured them that despite their current suffering, He had not abandoned them. This was not a promise of immediate relief, but a message of long-term hope. They would remain in exile for 70 years, yet God was still in control and working for their ultimate good. God's sovereign plan even in the midst of trials. The verse teaches us that God is not reactive. He doesn't improvise based on our mistakes or circumstances, but rather, He has intentional and redemptive plans for us, even when we can't see them. In seasons of loss, confusion, or waiting, it's easy to feel forgotten or purposeless. However, this verse assures us that God's purpose is not derailed by hardship. His plans are filled with hope, restoration, and future blessing, even if the path to get there is not immediate or easy. In real life, during personal trials such as job loss, illness, broken relationships, or depression, when we feel like life has taken a turn for the worse and we can't see a way forward, Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11 reminds us that our current situation is not the end of the story. We are often called to trust God over long periods, enduring waiting seasons with faith that His promises will come to pass. This encourages us not to give up, even when progress feels slow or unseen. God often works in ways we don't expect and on timelines we wouldn't choose, but His plans are always aimed at our ultimate good and His glory. Ultimately, this verse challenges us to live with a posture of trust and hope, regardless of our present reality. Knowing that God has a plan for our lives frees us from fear and empowers us to live purposefully, even in seasons of uncertainty. Allow the truth of Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11 to sink deeply into the core of who you are. It teaches us to trust God's timing and goodness, even when we don't understand the why behind our struggles. In real life, it calls us to stay faithful, hopeful, and patient, knowing that God's plan includes both our growth and our good. It encourages us to surrender our own limited plans to His greater design, resting in the assurance that our future is secure in His hands. A timeless reminder. Reminder that no matter how uncertain or difficult life may feel, God has not forgotten you. He has a plan. His promise is not one of instant fixes, but of lasting hope, future restoration, and purpose beyond your present struggles. Even in the midst of waiting, heartbreak, or confusion, you can hold on to the truth that God's plans are always for your good, not for harm. He sees the bigger picture, and He is working behind the scenes in ways you can't yet see. Let this verse encourage you to keep going, keep trusting, and keep believing that something greater is ahead, because your story is not over. God is still writing it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.